The following program is powered by Ride the Wave Media.
Introducing the best podcast in Utah, Radio Daybreak. Here are your hosts, Just Plain and Bex.
Oh yes, here we go. Another episode, another week. It's going to be a good show here. This is a special episode where we go to R5 Homes. I can't wait to tell you about that. But first, let me tell you about Daybreak Business Community's first ever workshop going down Thursday, February 22nd at Novel Daybreak by Crescent Communities. It's going to be awesome. We got agency, we got Sawyer and Kaylee coming out to do a marketing and branding rebrand. Everything you need to know about your website and all that. They're coming out. It's going to be an hour and a half, 7 p.m. at Novel Daybreak. Let's get to this interview with Al from R5 Homes. Actually, it's at Keller Williams. We went out there and he actually spoke about R5 Homes, and this is what he had to say.
R5 Homes started about 10 years ago. We developed land and we started making homes that were different than anything else. We built the first townhome with a full-size theater room in the basement. That was an adventure. Nobody thought that would sell. We sold every one of them. Then we moved on to the first group of cottage homes in Eagle Mountain. And these cottage homes were built just like a regular home that you buy today, but were priced about $150,000 less. The only difference was they had a smaller yard, common driveway, and a big common area for parties. People started slowly sniffing around it, and soon it took off and we sold 76 of those. Then we said, let's venture in single-family homes, and we built a bunch of beautiful single-family homes around the golf course. We sold them well until the tsunami of interest rate hikes came, and nobody could buy homes anymore because things became really expensive. So since we are very innovative by our nature, we're not an old-style builder, we're a problem solver, we figured the next step would be to build a home that generational living can occur, where you can have parents and children and grandparents live together, or a new buyer that wants to build wealth or create a private space for their kids and have a single-family home can afford it. We build homes that are completely different than anything else around us. These homes have integrated ADU built in, and it's flexible. You can separate 2 units, the basement from the rest of the house, and you get a permit for rental, or you can bring them all together. And depending on the stage of life you're in, if you are more mature buyers and want to provide shelter for your kids, then you can let them go live downstairs. They won't walk through your kitchen unless you allow them. And when you open the door, they can come and see you. If you want a renter to pay a good portion of your mortgage, so your rent goes down below what you can rent an apartment for, look at that table, that's total affordability. You don't have to live with your tenant forever. You can politely ask him to leave, and we're watching him. We want him to buy the next home, and then you can own the whole house and put all 7 kids in the basement. Okay? So the bottom line is we have been innovative in trying to match lifestyle to a house. Builder community likes to build based on what they think will sell, get it ready, and have someone come and buy whatever they built. We don't do that. We get our buyers to come sit with us. We'll design the house the way they like it within an envelope, and bigger rooms, 2 extra bathrooms, different style kitchen. Within 2 weeks of contract, we get building. Within 4.5 months to 5 months, we're ready. And we build a home that they are connected to. Okay? So if you have a client that finds today's situation challenging to afford a house, please. We can hear you. Well, please do. I think everyone that is looking to choose a condo, townhome versus a single-family home, the first thought they have is single-family home is beyond my reach. Well, it is not. Look at that table. I don't think you can buy a condo today for $2,000 a month payment unless you're somewhere that people don't want to live, right? Yes.
Two questions. One, where are you located? Two, do your developments have like a cap on how many of those houses have the ADUs, or like are your neighborhoods completely a single family neighborhood that has all rentals in it? Parking.
Great question. I'll put it in two categories. One is where we're located is primarily in Eagle Mountain, and also we have about 130 lots in Spanish Fork. We probably have over 100 lots that are available to sell between now and end of next year in Eagle Mountain. The Spanish Fork lots are larger, are a little more expensive, and so I want to make sure that your customers can look at both. The Spanish Fork ones are more for generational living, people that can afford the $800,000, $900,000 home that can house the entire two sets of grandparents, grandchildren, you name it. And we design it for that. And it also is capable of having a theater room, bowling alley, things of that nature. Our goal is to make a $1.5, $1.3 million home to be at 1 million or less and have capabilities that those other homes cannot offer. Great question on what the neighborhood will look like and how this works. In Utah, if some of you have seen governor's speech a couple weeks ago, affordability is a huge quest for the government. Not just the state government, but also city governments are completely focused on affordability. What cities love to see is ownership and affordability go together, as opposed, because the alternative is what? Apartments. Apartments generally are more for transient people. If you own a house and you rent a house to someone, you're much more careful in controlling the situation because you have a permit. So let's talk about the permit. In these neighborhoods, you get a permit if you have an ADU. ADU is private suite in the wherever, either outside at the same level or in the basement. We put them in the basement because we want someday the house to unite into one when you have those 7 kids we just talked about. So you get a permit. The permit will require 3 things: completely separate access, and the 2 units should be completely separate from each other. We have built that into our design. It's our new design that we started in October. We sold about 20, 30 of them already. Number 2 is you have to have at least 2 kitchens, one for the owner, one for the renter. And number 3 is you need to have ability to park every car that may come to that property on the property. So our homes either have 3-car garage or have 2-car garage with a large pad that you can park. And if you meet those 3 requirements, now you can rent your house, as long as you are the owner. The owner-renter has to be combined. When you rent your house, you are responsible by virtue of having that permit to the city. So are these neighborhoods going to turn out to be rental neighborhoods? Well, you have a permit you have to comply with. Chances are that nobody wants to violate their permit because it's an asset. When you have that permit, you now appeal to both investors and homeowners. And your market grows significantly and your value goes up because your house is generating money. You don't have a basement you send trash into. You have a basement that burps money at you. Fair enough? And this is the major difference between these. Or you have a basement to have family to come live, guests to come stay without interfering with your kitchen.
It's not just about being able to afford the payment, but you can also get a loan that allows you to qualify. If you have somebody that qualifies for like a $3,000 house payment.
That $100 I gave you to ask this question is working really well, isn't it? I want to have our mortgage company partner to come and speak because people are getting rejected from the market because of the qualification with rates being high. Now you have that income coming to augment you. Before I leave, I want to introduce Sunny, my partner, and my sister. She is also an agent like you. We all should be using this speech to make some money together. When you call us or you come to see us like the lady over there, you'll find that we're sitting at a desk with you trying to figure out how to sell together. It's like, what are we going to do together to make that customer happy? Buck stops with me, and I want to make sure I give you that guarantee. Anytime you come, anything you bring to us, we'll try to work something around it to make it work.
What a great introduction from Al. R5 Homes. It had me so hyped that after this, me and Bex actually drove down to Saratoga Springs and met up with Afsani, his wife, and really the business of R5 Homes. So let's go take a listen to that and hear the tour of the house. All right, Bex, we're pulling up right here. We're down here in, what is it, Saratoga Springs?
Yes.
We just got done hearing Al from R5 Homes talk. I thought you were dragging me over to Keller Williams for some boring talk, but now we've ridden to down here to Saratoga Springs, where I've never been.
Yeah.
Because I was so interested. I was like, after hearing about this, I was like, I gotta see one of these houses.
I know.
So we're here.
Yeah,
and look, we're being greeted at the door.
How are you?
We saw you down there. This is Sunny.
Yes.
Sunny's your name, right?
Yes.
There.
Hi, Sunny. It's good to see
This
you.
we're walking into an R5 model home right now,
Yes.
and oh my gosh, I am blown away already.
I know. Isn't this beautiful?
Look at this.
If you're already blown away, we've got way more in store.
Right?
Sunny is going to give
This
you
is just the beginning.
I love it.
That's right.
Well, now that I know this is just the beginning, where do we start? Like, is this the start? Show us what's the first thing I gotta
Perfect.
see here?
Well, one thing I think, the beauty of this house, this is our Juniper model.
Juniper.
So a Rambler model with a beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath in the basement. The beauty of it is that you have nice open floor.
Yeah.
And we'll just walk over. I
Yeah.
haven't turned my lights on, so I will start turning the lights on as we go forward.
I love it.
So
Let's
you
do
can
it.
start right here in the bedrooms.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
at this
Take
right
a
here.
look.
So a couple of bedrooms in the front with nice spacious closets. That's really one of the signatures that we have. All of
Oh,
our
yeah, I
closets
love
are
it.
beautiful.
And this is set up as an office right now, so it doesn't even have to
this
be
is
a bedroom.
where I sit. So it's my sales office.
You've got a beautiful office.
Yeah,
I
you
do have a beautiful office. And then so the size of the bedrooms are pretty decent.
Oh yeah.
That is so fun.
Yeah, nice tall ceilings. Like, you don't feel claustrophobic in here. These are great.
Look at those windows.
I
Like,
know.
that's fantastic.
Great.
So much natural light in here.
Natural light, giant
Absolutely
window.
awesome.
The views. How about the views? There's
Yeah.
mountains all around out here.
Oh, I
This is
know.
beautiful out here.
Blaine is, if you can't tell, originally not from Utah. So he's still getting used to these beautiful mountains.
Now, speaking of not originally from Utah, with a name like Afsani, you can't be from Utah. So where were you from originally?
You know, I am not from I mean, I've lived in Utah all my life practically, but I am originally from Iran.
Okay, yeah. Which part
Yeah.
of Iran was it?
I'm from Tehran.
Tehran, the capital.
The
Got you.
capital, yes. I came out here when I was very young, 16 years old.
Okay,
I
so-
went to East High School here in
Yeah.
Salt Lake City.
Oh, I love
You're a Utah.
I'm a Utah.
So what year did you leave Iran? Did you leave before the revolution?
I left before the revolution. When I left, everything was wonderful.
Uh-huh.
And to be honest, I didn't even dream of staying here the rest of my life. I thought I'm going to come, get my education, and go back to Iran.
Yeah.
But Iran is just not the same country I came from.
Yeah.
So,
It wasn't.
I'm here.
It wasn't in the 70s, 80s, and
No.
it's still not today. It's still awful over there. What's going on? No matter what side you fall on, there's humans over there that are.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
devastating.
Yeah.
But we're glad you're here. We want to see the rest of this house. Look at this
Yeah.
view
So-
out of the front windows. We walk into the main.
Right.
What would you call this?
Well, this is your main living room, right?
space,
Living room, kitchen, dining area. Nice open space, spacious.
Yes.
It can be configured any which way you like.
That's what I really am interested in. When Al was talking about the configurations and you can cut off part of the house and no one
Yeah.
ever sees you, or you can open it up and be a whole house. That's
yes,
amazing.
We can do whatever you like. We here you can see most of what you're seeing here is standard to all of our homes. You were talking about high ceiling, 9-foot ceiling in our main floor is standard, and most of our communities have 9-foot ceiling in the basement.
Now let me check. I can jump 9 feet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to jump and touch the ceiling. I'm kidding. But look, there's a golf course right here.
I know. They choose the most beautiful location. So golf course right here. This is called the Ranches community. Is that correct, Sunny?
Right.
You know what excites me
at
about the
these
golf
views.
course being your view? You're never going to lose that view. They're not going to tear this golf course up and put anything in front of it that's taller than this. You're going to always see these mountains right here.
So beautiful.
This openness is really what makes it nice, and you don't have any neighbors in the backyard, which is all great.
Now, how many units do you have right here, Jen?
So all of this subdivision is done except for one that we have left to sell.
Okay.
It's a larger Rambler that we have that we can sell. And then 2 streets up in Mount Airy area, we're building more. And there I only have 3 more lots left.
You better get on it fast. And, and you know what's crazy is they actually list the prices. There's so many people out there that you go through the website, you go through the process, and at the end it says, oh, we'll contact you for pricing. And then you're like, no, I just tell me how much it is.
Tell me what it is up front.
When that happens, when I see that, I automatically think, oh, they're trying to slip one over on me. Whether it's real estate, whether it's me going to find clothes for my kids, you guys don't do that. It's right there. It's listed. Like you've got this thing right here, R5 homes with ADU versus single family home without ADU. You got all the numbers broke down. Now me, I don't know what an ADU is, first of all. So you got to explain that to me.
ADUs are accessory dwelling units. So it is permitted by the city and the state to be used as a rental property, as long as the owner lives in the house. So with the ADU permits, you have to have separate entrance. We'll walk through. And you also have to have a dedicated space for the tenants to park in off street. So that makes it so that your neighborhoods are nice and you're not very crowded.
And the owner is present, right? So
and the
it's
owner
not just a
is
rental.
there. So ADU is great for nowadays that interest rates are higher and affordability is not there. With an ADU like that you're looking at, you can see you can buy a home that has an ADU and it's more affordable than buying a townhome. And then you don't have, none of our properties right now have HOA, so you don't have to deal with HOA costs.
I'm looking at this. I'm gonna rattle off a couple of these numbers here. So a townhome has no ADU rental income, and your net monthly principal and interest payment is about $2,900 a month. Single family home without ADU, $3,600 a month. An R5 single family home with ADU, $2,100 a month. And you got ADU rental income of $1,700 on top of that? What? Like, am I reading this right?
Well, the $1,700 will help you reduce your total payment.
I got it. Yeah,
So-
but I understand. So that 17 is from it's
From
already
the total,
Yes.
from the total payments
But
that you
that's
have
still
to make.
insane.
But $1,700 is also pretty reasonable rent.
well, considering that you got zero for your townhome and you got zero with your single family without an ADU.
Yeah.
What's $1,700? That's extra money bringing in.
That's less than what you would pay if you rent.
Now show me, if I own this house, how do I have tenants that I don't ever have to see so I can get this $1,700 and I don't have to, I'm just kidding. 'Cause-
We'll go there.
Yeah.
Let's look at the master bedroom, primary
Yes.
bedroom as well. So your primary bedroom and your primary bath is very nice, and you can really figure out what you would like to do. The way I've configured this one is a shower only, which I would prefer.
Yes.
But you can have a shower only, you can have a
this
tub
is
and shower, you can have tub shower combo. Very nice, spacious.
I was just about to say, look how spacious. This bathroom is bigger than most people's
Oh,
bedrooms.
you gotta come over here, Blaine. Check out this closet.
I can't even hear you back. What are you?
Come on.
Exactly. Come and
talking
check out
about?
this closet.
Yeah, we're-
Closet.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
Nice spacious closet, a nice private toilet area.
I'd have this closet right here. This
you
would be my
can have
production
your own-
studio, Bex. This
Yeah.
would be it. This would be where I had all
Yeah,
the
for sure.
soundproof tiles.
We'll need to ask Lindsay about that.
Yeah. This is amazing. I love this bathroom.
This is beautifully done. Now tell me about these finishes that we're seeing. Is this standard? I mean,
Pretty
this-
much. Granite
beautiful.
is standard for us. There are some people who love to have quartz, and we have some quartz that are also standard.
Cabinetry though, this white.
The white is standard,
the
yes.
pull handles.
This is one of many handles that you can choose from at no cost.
So many.
Oh, is everything's customizable basically? Is that what I'm hearing?
Everything is customizable.
That's big.
We sit down. I sit down with clients for 2-3 hours to choose their colors and design, this is only for interior. If we are talking about
Yeah.
exterior, then we'll have to sit down with our
Yeah.
architect and make
But-
sure that the changes are done.
That's amazing to know because you don't know how many houses, and I'm sure we're not the only ones. You don't know how many houses me and my wife walked out of because she didn't like the handles on the whatever.
so true.
Or she didn't like the countertop. Like there was so many, just one little thing that
Killed it.
killed the whole thing. But you're saying right now that you sit with hours and that doesn't happen.
No.
I love that.
No, because if I have anything in my showroom, fantastic. If I don't, I'll send you to the source. You can go pick it.
Yeah.
We picked some so that we know what our pricing is, but then you're welcome to go to our sources and figure out what else you want to do to upgrade in your house.
That's amazing.
And let me just tell you this, Blaine. Like, I know that this is not your industry,
Yeah,
right? It's
yeah,
a little
right.
bit different. That is not normal with a new home builder and new construction. That really sets R5 homes apart in, many other ways that you're already doing that with the construction and the ADU and all of those other things. But having the options, and we're going to dive even deeper into that when we're talking about the actual finishes in the basement and one ADU versus two ADUs versus if you just want to build a single family home. You've
Let's
got
check it
options.
out. Let's go check it out. I want
Let's
to see
go
this.
take a
Let's
look.
see. This is beautiful, by the way. Look at those views.
I love it. I can't get over that.
So this house, you have a laundry room here.
Okay.
Oh.
And this nice big laundry room is access to basically your ADU. So you can lock this up and then you have your own private quarters.
Yeah.
Or you can go to this space and your tenants basically will come through
this
here.
side door here.
So they have their own entrance
They
right
have
here.
their own entrance.
You can close this door off. You've got that much space between each other.
Yeah.
Do they share the laundry room?
No.
So that's your own laundry room.
That's your own laundry room. You can keep it open if you have family living with you, if you have kids, grandkids, elderly parents,
Sure.
whatever the need may be.
So again, just a door really that separates, just a door here in this, mudroom essentially
Yeah.
that separates. This is and can be a private residence, or you can open it up and have your whole family, right?
That's
As
crazy.
Al talked about,
Yeah.
have your 7 kids in the basement. So very, very just ingenious idea, and we haven't even dove into the financial piece, which
Yes,
we'll get
I
to
know.
Spencer on that.
So when you come down the stairs,
Mm-hmm.
you have a door to go to a storage space for you
Mm-hmm.
as the owner, and then access to the utility room where you can go and change filters and take care of
So as the
whatever you need
homeowner,
to
you
do.
don't have to enter their space to come and do the maintenance.
So the
with filter.
stairway is shared.
Right.
It can,
The-
it absolutely can be.
And I call that stairway actually the alleyway.
Yes.
Alleyway.
It is shared.
It's so true, yeah.
But this stairway has no access to the tenants or the your
So-
owners upstairs. Only can get to this closet here.
That's correct. And again, if you want to give that to your tenants for a storage space, you can. It's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
your
yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
And it's just in here, Sunny, in this other door?
Yeah, that one is your utility
Oh,
room.
okay, yeah.
And it's just storage space. And you said where they change filters and
Yeah, just
House-
your water
house
softener.
stuff.
Yep, just your
oh
utility.
yeah,
Yeah,
nice. Okay, that's
So
nice.
the utility room is in the main alleyway.
yeah,
Shared staircase, basically.
yeah,
I love it.
yeah. And then the tenants will go in to their home. And at the beginning, you have the washer dryer stack up.
Ooh,
Nice.
Location. This particular house is configured with 3 bedroom and 2 bath.
Okay.
This bedroom here has been configured several different ways. But
Welcome
it
to a model
can-
home and using it for different purposes, huh?
Yeah, I created this with another primary bedroom in the basement. So you have a primary bedroom, full bath, and
Beautiful.
just some storage space, and a nice walk-in closet inside.
Yeah, this is gorgeous.
And then the other thing is this can be locked up and have access from the utility room area to here. So this can be a guest room for the owner if they wanted it to be.
That's right. So
And
you could
then-
add this as a basement bedroom or a guest bedroom,
Yeah.
and the upstairs residence essentially owns and operates this space, right?
Yes.
As their primary.
Yeah.
I love it.
Or another option, I mean, this goes on and on and on because I have young adult children. And a lot of them, for affordability, what we've been talking about, Sunny, is they'll rent a room.
Yeah.
So in a place, they have a room rental. They know that the kitchen is the shared space, but you'll have 2 college students, for instance.
Yeah.
So you could additionally rent this room to just, that
I'm big on
young
that.
adult.
Hey, I'm big on the affordability because that's the biggest issue right now for a young home buyer, any home buyer.
This solves
Can't
it.
afford it. Like, I can't afford $1 million house.
No, I know.
Do I have to put $1 million deposit down for this thing? Like, we're going to talk to Spencer
We'll talk
Allen.
to Spencer Allen.
I can't wait to get to that
He'll dive
part.
into the financials.
Perfect. And
This
here
is
again is your
beautiful.
kitchen and the living space. And
Beautiful.
again, you can do whatever you want to do with this. This is our basic kitchen configuration for
that.
any of our ADU.
Now, on some of the other models, and I don't remember, but do you do walkouts occasionally out here and have a walkout basement as well? Depends on the lot.
Yeah, if the lot is sitting on a hill and has the walkout accessibility, yes,
you
of
could
course,
maybe
then
throw
you'll
that in
have a
there.
walkout as well.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
So again, Blaine, to your point about customizing things, or if there's certain needs and you're like, we really need that walkout, then we look at a lot that we're able to do that in a sloped lot.
Yeah, and again, there is no reason that we can't have an exterior access to the basement as well.
If
There
you
are some
wanted
people
that.
who do not want to have the shared alleyway,
Sure.
so we can close that off and just put an exterior access.
So
The benefit of this is that you don't have to deal with ice and snow during the winter time for your tenants going up and down the stairs.
True. And if you're somebody who is a first-time home buyer, it's you, and maybe you have a child or 2 that are toddler age, and you're like, hey, how do we make this home affordable? They're living upstairs. And they have a tenant in the basement, but their plan is to grow their family, and their kids are eventually going to get older, right? And then you can move your children into the said basement if you don't have so much versatility is just what I'm getting at with that.
Yeah.
I love it.
This is so beautiful.
So again, going down here, you have another full bath here.
Oh. Non-stop. It
And
keeps
nice
going.
2 bedrooms also at the end for.
Oh, this is
So this is a
great.
3-bedroom, 2-bath configuration.
Okay. Sunny, we really appreciate this tour. This is just absolutely beautiful. And remind me what the square footage is on this home.
This is about 3,100 square feet.
Wow, all of that in 3,100 square feet.
Yeah.
And roughly, kind of, where's your price point on something like this?
This one, we're partially finished on this one. In our Pacific Spring community,
Yeah.
it's at about 585.
Okay, okay,
And then
585.
the beauty of this model is it can be done with kind of a bedroom or 2-bedroom in the front and
Right.
another bedroom and a kitchen family room here. I'm actually building one for a family that's coming from Hawaii.
Yeah.
They have a daughter that lives with them and grandma that lives with them.
Okay.
So they've got 1/4 for the grandma and 1/4 for their daughter, and they're going to live upstairs.
So it ends up being 2 ADUs in that scenario-ish. I mean, it's the same family, and there's a little bit
same
of some
family.
shared space,
Exactly.
but it's because
Exactly.
it's a family.
I'm more worried about them coming from Hawaii out here to Utah in the middle of the winter.
I told them the same thing. I said, "Are you sure you want to come from heaven?"
Do they know what they're in for?
I don't think they do. I didn't know what I was in for the first time.
Oh,
I said,
gosh.
"Heaven is too expensive anymore."
Oh, that's true.
So true. So
Oh, yes,
true.
this bedroom's awesome too.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize you didn't get your eyes on this one.
Nice.
So I think in that one that Sunny was just saying is this is actually going to be a kitchen for that family.
For
They've
they
got
are.
a kitchen
actually-
here for grandma. Grandma's bedroom would
Grandma
be there.
is actually going to live. That's going to be her bedroom.
And then kitchen.
And this hallway doesn't exist, so this becomes a nice sized bedroom.
Okay.
A full bath
Okay.
here for grandma, and
Yeah.
then a kitchen.
Oh, the kitchen's then there.
Yeah,
Wow,
kitchen.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
what other builder does that?
No,
I mean, it just blows my mind. It just,
That's it.
I'm telling you, I love your stuff.
R5.
When Al started the company 10 years ago, he named it for his son, my daughter, and my brother, me, and him. So 5 of us Raffertys.
Oh, I love that.
And then at that point, the kids decided they want to do something else. And
So now you're down to R3
so
or
it's
R2.
basically R2, yes.
That's hilarious. I love it. Well, hey, thank you so much, Afsani, for walking us through the house. Awesome. I love this. I love what you guys are doing. Like, you don't know how much this is helping people.
I'm sure they do. They're both engineers. Their background is engineering, and this is what their brilliant minds put together to solve that affordability.
I love that because that's a big issue on humanity right now. It's like, how do we afford to live somewhere?
Yeah.
And you guys are really tackling that.
I need my young adults out of the house. So thanks for solving that for me.
Bex, you need to buy about 3 of these and put your kids in.
All 12 of them.
Yeah, get them out of the house. And keep your house. Yeah.
That's right.
Well, thank you so much.
House.
Big things are happening for Radio Daybreak. Big things are happening for Ride the Wave Media. We got listeners now, Bex, all over the world. Not just here in Utah and in Daybreak, but Sweden. We've always talked about the Swedes. I love them.
Talked about our friends in Sweden.
We got New Zealand. We got India. We got the Philippines. We got the United Kingdom. We're out
Whoa,
there.
that's
But
amazing.
guess what's happening with that?
What's that?
People are asking. They're saying, "Hey, how can we move to Daybreak? We want to see this place."
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I want to bring in somebody now, Spencer Allen. He's one of your buddies, actually.
He is
from Trillion
Yes.
Mortgage, and I'll just be I'll throw the dumb question out there. Where do we start? How do we start buying a house in Daybreak when the people in New Zealand want a house over here in Daybreak? How do we get them started?
Yeah, great question. Welcome to the show, Spencer. You're on the spot already.
Yeah, there we go. So to get started, the first step is you're going to need to sit down with the loan officer. So someone like myself, or go down to your local bank or your local credit union, but you're going to need to get pre-approved. What that means is someone's going to need to thoroughly review your credit, your debt structure, your income, and your assets. They need to make sure that you're qualified for the home. Once they've gone through that process, they'll circle back with you as a potential homeowner, as well as your real estate agent, and let you know what you qualify for, and then that's where the fun begins and you start looking for houses.
Love it. And this is where, of course, I'm going to throw in a plug. I know a really great real estate agent.
I do too.
Maybe a little biased. No, but definitely. So Spencer and I have partnered on several dozens of deals together and transactions together, and we would absolutely be happy to work you through this process. So That's where you start, though.
That's a great place to start. I think I got tons more questions. Bex, I know you got tons more questions for Spencer Allen.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Why don't we bring him back in the following weeks and just keep asking questions for him?
Absolutely. Let's do it. You know what would be a great idea is maybe a mortgage minute with Spencer. Spencer, are you okay? Mortgage minute?
All
right, let's do it.
All right, we'll bring you back.
Thanks for the intro. We sure appreciate having you on the show, and we'll be talking to you again soon.
What a show. That's going to wrap it up. We'd like to thank R5 Homes, Al and Afsani, for coming on the show, allowing us into their home. It was amazing. I can't believe it. We're going to see it again. We're going to have to look at them again in about 6 months and see how they're doing. And also thank you to Spencer Allen from Trillion Mortgage for coming on and doing an introduction. We're going to bring him on again. It's going to be great. Don't forget the DBC first ever workshop Thursday, February 22nd at Novel Daybreak Agency. Sawyer Norman, Kaylee Wright going to be out there. They're going to be doing an hour-and-a-half workshop on your brand. You can't miss out on this. Be there. If you want to see something they've already done, go to radiodaybreak.com. The best podcast in Utah. We'll be back next week.